My history as a card stacker is kind of a very long one. I've been doing it pretty much as long as I can remember. And first I would have, one deck, and then 5 decks, and then 10 decks, and then 100 decks, and then hundreds of decks. It's my first project in South America, and certainly my first time in Brazil. We thought a lot about what we should build to kind of symbolize Sao Paulo and Brazil, but there are a lot of debate about what it would be, and among the ideas that I put forward was the Metropolitan Cathedral, just because the cathedral is kind of an impossible building anyway, and it's even more impossible to think of building it with playing cards. And also, I always think it's important to build something that people can identify with as part of their city or their culture. Well, I always like to have an opportunity to see what I'm building, because there's no substitute for seeing the real thing. So for me, it's been really cool to see exactly what I'm doing and what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. So it's really just a matter of patience and perseverance. You really have to focus, and it takes a long time to do something, so you can't think that you're going to be done with it anytime soon. Playing a card game is an equally kind of wholesome activity, because it involves a family sitting around a table and playing a game, and kids learn to count and know their numbers, and they actually have to think about a strategy, and so it's kind of like an activity that brings people together, whether it's a family or a group of friends. So I think that the idea of having a National Playing Card Day is kind of a great opportunity for people to think about simpler times, simpler activities, family, different ways of learning, different ways of being together, because you really only need, a pack of cards is not very expensive, but you can actually have a lot of fun with it, and for a long, long, long time, whether you're building with it or whether you're playing with it.
Oi, Glória, bom dia a todos. Dá medo, Glória, de esbarrar em alguma coisa. A gente está dentro de uma sala de vidro, que foi construída especialmente para o artista americano Bryan Berg.
Uma réplica da Catedral da Sé, no centro da capital paulista, feita com 116 mil cartas de baralho.
A obra está exposta em um shopping de São Paulo.
É de verdade que você vai me deixar subir aí em cima?
Yeah.
Yeah? Eu não vou cair? Ou quebrar todas essas cartas? Não.
Espera que